Hey, good morning.
Hey,
It's
good morning.
Tuesday. It's wow, that's a nice little feedback. It's Tuesday morning. It's November 11th, and apparently it's winter in Northeast Ohio. I'm TK. I'm done with snow already.
Yeah, it's safe to say that I agree with you. Yeah.
It's not even that much. We have like maybe 2 or 3 inches, but 2 mornings of this is enough already. Man, the
Yeah, I
roads
think
are.
just waking up Sunday morning at 4 or 5 and just seeing a sheet of snow out there was just. I mean, I think we should have expected it. Maybe this year is going to be the early/long winter, but I think we're
I'll
in for
take,
a good one.
yeah, I'll take early, but I don't know about long.
Yeah.
Early I can deal with as long as it's like fine by February and March.
There you go. There you go.
But I can't do 3 months of snow after Christmas when it's like 50 and green. That's weird. Anyway,
You got it.
welcome to Illegal Formation. I'm Chad Bryan. That's TK Dandridge. We are on the Inside Edge Network. We're live with you. We're brought to you by LPV Productions. And, well, we're just at a point in the season where, unfortunately, we had to look back at another Browns game that didn't go our way. This one was against the New York Jets, TK, and we said it on the pregame show. So if they can't cook in this one, they can't win this game, then we have some serious problems. And I mean, I don't know at this point if they win another game going forward with the way things are going. They lost to the Jets, 27-20 is your final score. I'm trying to look through. I was looking through the stats, TK, and I was going to bring up maybe a positive point. And I saw that Andre Schmidt was 2 for 2 on field goals, hit a 45-yarder. Corey Bojorquez had a nice 50.1 average on 7 punts. I mean, you don't want 7 punts in
As
the game.
always, not
Yeah, the
surprised.
50-yard. Yeah, but the 50-yard average was nice. So I walked away from the
Mhm.
stats thinking, hey, the special teams must have played pretty well, right? Right? No,
Not in the least bit,
not so
guys.
much. What
That
was up?
first quarter was an
Yeah,
absolute nightmare.
back-to-back kick return and then a punt return touchdown. I mean, I've never seen anything really like that in the NFL. I
No,
don't think that I've ever seen that happen. I didn't look up I didn't go into the I just didn't look up the stats of it and go into all the specifics to see if it had ever happened really before. But I
right.
feel like that's never happened ever before.
Now, when you sit here and you think of what
Hi,
had
Marie.
transpired in that first quarter, Kene Nwangwu breaking a long one didn't surprise me too much because he's one of the best return men in the NFL. So him getting a big one, even though yes, it was backbreaking. Yes, the coverage was absolutely horrible. Yes, I'm going to have images of Andre Smith running top speed to try to hunt down Kene and failing absolutely miserably as he streaked into the end zone. The worst one for me was Isaiah Williams. A lot of Jets fans had been on his case after he was appointed to be their new punt return guy after the release of Xavier Gibson. He caught a lot of flack for fair catching a punt at the 2-yard line in the Monday night loss to the Miami Dolphins down in South Florida a little bit earlier this year.
Yeah.
Watching him blast us for 75 yards, that's when I kind of knew, okay, Cleveland's not winning this game.
Yeah.
Even though it was still very early, it was very winnable. It was very winnable still. At that point in the game, we actually went down and tied the game with the Jerry Jeudy touchdown. But at that point, it just felt like, you know what? If we do win this game, something spectacular would have had to happen for us, and something extremely egregious would have had to happen for them, and neither one of those things happened. So when you get a return like that, especially when you got a guy that not too many people know about, like Isaiah Williams, and then he takes one back on you, I honestly think that one hurts more than anything. Other than it, the bottom line is that the special teams, there's no other culprit in this loss, I think, other than the special teams. Yes, I understand that the offense is still anemic, but at the same time, you've got some spurts out of that offense. You finally got a touchdown out of Jerry Jeudy. You got another touchdown from David Njoku. Dylan Gabriel, granted, we're still not getting what we need out of this young man.
Yeah, there were ups and downs for sure. Yeah, there were ups and downs.
Yeah, but he continues to, at least for the most part, do his best to keep the football out of harm's way. Another game with no turnovers. We were able to move the ball for a little bit. But it's just, I just don't know Like you said, I'm not really sure if we're going to win another game this year. I don't want to go that far, but at the same time, I don't know any Browns fan that feels good after what just happened Sunday. I mean, I really don't know where you can find the silver lining. Okay, maybe for special teams doesn't lay a ginormous egg at the Meadowlands, maybe you guys have a chance. Maybe, just maybe, if Dylan Gabriel were to be a little more consistent with his throws. There was a number of plays that stuck out. The screen pass to Malachi Corley that flew about 9 feet above his head.
Yeah.
A screen pass? Like,
you want a little more touch on that.
I mean, it's a screen pass. He just airmailed it so high. You're sitting there wondering who he's throwing to. And then the 4th and 1, obviously, you had at least 3 open men on that one play. David Njoku had a high 7 route. Cedric Tillman did the drag across the middle. Quinshon Judkins was running towards the flat to the right side.
Yeah.
And we get a sack on 4th and 1. So,
yeah, and on that drag route, all you got to do is put it out over the middle, hit him in stride. I mean, you got a pretty big gain there. Yeah.
Come on now. And it's like, son, this is something you did at the collegiate level.
Everything happens faster in the NFL. We know that. Maybe I don't know if he's just having trouble processing that speed change right now, and maybe it gets better, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I'm not optimistic. I'm not advocating for sticking with him at this point. I just, you try to find a reason for all this, and the throws at receivers' feet, I don't understand. Is that like a last minute change of mind? Like I tried to hold on to the football and it came out anyway, or is it? Is it just coming out of his hand wrong? Like what is that?
It just makes you wonder, and especially with that screen pass, like, son, you're throwing the ball behind the line. There is no reason for that pass to have any type of height to it whatsoever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't want to bash the kid. Like I said, numerous times. I don't want to be a groupie. I just want to win. Yeah. And at this point, after a performance like that, somebody has to go. Someone has to be benched. Bubba Ventrone broke my heart into a million pieces.
Wow.
Sunday. He was definitely revered as one of the better special teams coordinators in the league, especially with his stint with the Indianapolis Colts before coming back to Cleveland. We remember he was a player for us for a little bit on our special teams unit, did a little bit of gunner, kind of the Matthew Slater role. Is what Raymond Ventrone did while he was here.
But not the Christian Slater role, right? That's Matthew. No. Okay, gotcha. I gotcha. Different role. Different role. Understand? Football. We got it. My bad.
You're good. But it's just the overall special teams unit since Bubba Ventrone has been our special teams coach. We've only had one great thing to hang our hat on, and that was for 1 year. It's when Dustin Hopkins had a borderline Pro Bowl year.
Yeah.
And now he is a free agent, and we are on our 3rd kicker since then. Yeah. 2nd, 3rd, because I remember we had replaced him with Riley Patterson for a week while he wasn't doing well in 2024, and obviously Andre Schmidt now.
Well, to be fair, though, you don't talk about special teams a lot unless something's going really wrong, right?
Exactly. And
here we are today. Yeah.
Catastrophically wrong out in the Meadowlands on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, that was bad. That was really bad. Real quick, you may notice that I'm drinking from my Braves mug here, and I got my Oakland Athletics sweatshirt on. That's totally coincidental. I'm not trying to listen. The AL and NL Rookies of the Year were announced last night. It so happened to be that Braves Drake Baldwin and the Oakland A's first baseman Nick Kurtz were both named Rookies of the Year. Total coincidence here. I'm not trying to. It's not a Rookie of the Year plug or anything for me. But congrats to those guys. Great season. Nick Kurtz he looks like a monster for the A's. That's why their shortstop, Jacob Wilson, by the way, finished 2nd in the AL Rookie of the Year voting. So maybe the A's future is looking pretty good if they can get a major league stadium. They might be in a good spot.
That'd be great if we can get a city for those guys.
Please, what was wrong with
all the A's? I know
they're going to Vegas. Yeah, I know they're going to Vegas. But what was wrong with Oakland?
The baseball team.
Yeah. What was wrong with Oakland, man? I mean, why is everybody leaving Oakland? Whatever.
Oakland is beyond broke.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You got to be able to fix the stadiums, I guess. Yeah. That's the problem. Vegas does not have that problem. But yeah, so congratulations to the AL and NL Rookies of the Year. Just a little bit of break from Brown stuff. We talked about Dylan Gabriel. Overall, the numbers, if you look at the numbers and didn't watch the game, he wasn't bad, right? 17 of 32, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's fine. No interceptions, no turnovers. But some of the throws, like you said, just the questionable, the laser shot out on the screen pass, or the numerous throws that just came out and were, I don't know, directed at someone's feet or to the turf 5 yards ahead of them. And again, I don't know if he's trying to hold that pass up and can't hold on to the ball, or if it's just coming out that badly, if he's seeing things that poorly that he's afraid to let go of. I don't know. I'm not really sure what that is. So I don't know how to break that down to you or how to tell you how to fix that. I guess you'd have to talk to him, and he'd have to somehow candidly admit what's happening in those moments, which he probably wouldn't.
It's about time for us to candidly admit that our supercomputer is a Windows 96 that needs to be updated.
Windows 96, you're giving it some credit. Quinshawn Judkins wasn't terrible, 22 carries for 75 yards. Never broke a big run. 3.4 yards per carry isn't anything to really write home about, but I mean, it's okay, right?
Anything better than the 19 yards that he had against the Patriots.
Well, and against the Patriots, it's a little understandable. And I was kind of comparing these two games in a way, because now we got Fire Code 2540 says, "Oh, hello, Fire Code." Yeah, listen, I don't know. I just was comparing the two games because you look at the Patriots and it's like, okay, if this had happened, okay, we'll see. Fire Code, I can't blame you here. And why do we always have to talk about food on the show? It always comes down to food, TK. Fire Code says, "Me waiting for my tacos because it's Taco Tuesday," and I can't disagree with that. So that's way more fun to talk about than the Browns too, by the way.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It's infinitely more fun. But I don't know. If this had happened against the Patriots, you play a close game, but a couple special teams things happen. I don't think we'd walk out of that game feeling that bad. But seeing this happen against the Jets, the 1-7 Jets, the maybe least talented team in the league now,
and they just got rid of everyone.
Everybody.
Like, how does that make us look? How does that make us?
Yeah, that makes you think that either well, tanking is a real thing, right? And the Browns are doing it. They're in the middle of it.
Yes.
Or the Browns are just that bad. They're that far off. They're that far away that they can't go into a place like the Meadowlands and beat a team like the Jets. Who literally just traded 2 of their 3 best defensive players. Well, 2 of the 3 best players overall away, really. Probably their 2 best defensive players. And
don't forget about Michael Carter II.
Yeah,
he went to the John Mechie.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I don't know. I mean, you look at the stats in this one, and nothing overwhelms you. I mean, Dylan Gabriel actually ran for some yards, got outside the pocket a little bit, and scampered a little down the field. Didn't amount to much. Like you said, Jerry Jeudy had the touchdown catch. I thought that was a nice ball. It wasn't perfect, but it was catchable in the end zone, and it was a touchdown, right?
Mm-hmm.
The defense did their job. Justin Fields was 6 of 11 in this one, 54 yards, a touchdown, an interception. It's nothing really to write home about. I mean, look at the receivers. It's besides Hall, you have a catch here for 4 yards, a catch for 4, a catch for 3, a catch for 1. I mean, there's nothing going on. The Browns defense stifled the Jets and still somehow, again, lost this game.
Garrett Wilson threw up a bagel across the border.
Yeah, that's pretty, I don't know. I don't even know what to say anymore about these games because I found a post and I'm just going to read it to you. I was going to put it on the show, but it didn't make it this morning. But let's just look at this post. This is how it feels to be a Browns fan sometimes. In case you were ever wondering, if you're not a Browns fan and you're watching this, since 1950, okay? Yeah, good for you, first of all. Good for you. TK's right. Since 1950, teams had been 225-0. Okay, run those numbers through. When holding opponents to 175 or fewer yards, which the Browns did to the Jets on Sunday, and not turning the ball over, which the Browns did not do against the Jets on Sunday, the Browns were the first team to lose in that span per ESPN research. 75 years and 225 games, and no one had lost until the Cleveland Browns came along and made history. So it just feels good, is what I was going to say, to be a Browns fan and to have a team that consistently makes brand new NFL history, despite a 2-7 record. Here they are making history, TK, and I couldn't be more proud of my Cleveland Browns. Whatever. I tried. I couldn't get through it. So that's where we are right now as Browns fans. So I hope that's that's about as bleak as it gets, right? Like no team had ever lost ever in the modern history or the ancient history or whatever. I mean, the NFL. That was before the
Yep.
merger, and wow, I don't know, whatever.
We can no longer say that we aren't Detroit. Well, actually, we can say that we aren't Detroit because they're way better than we have ever been, especially after their lowly 0-16 season. They've actually managed to avenge it in the strongest way.
Yeah.
Um, so I mean, you think of some of those fans that
Mhm.
have been there since the 50s and 60s. The curse of
Yeah.
Bobby Wayne. Obviously losing Billy Sims and
Mm.
losing Barry Sanders. Of course, the Horning and Alex Karras gambling case that got him
Yeah.
banned from the NFL. So a lot of history for those Detroit Lions fans, and they've made the best of it. We're
Yeah.
still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I guess that's the one thing you can say. The bright spot about the Browns is there's still somewhere up to go. Um, can't really go down much from here. I mean, I guess they could be the first team to go 0-17 one of these seasons, but I don't know. So I don't know. I mean, I don't. We talk every week about how to fix this, how to go, like what we do going forward. Do you play Shador Sanders? Do you just put Bailey Zappi in there? Sanders just is it not fair to put him in this situation? I don't know. I mean, I see a lot of throws that I would hope that Sanders could make that Dylan Gabriel just doesn't really get close on. Um, I don't, but I don't know. I just don't know because we haven't really seen him in the NFL outside of preseason. So I don't even know what he looks like in the scope of this offense, how he fits in the timing of it, and how he fits in, the rhythm of everything. And with Tommy Rees now calling plays, I don't know. I just have no idea. I mean, what's Shedeur Sanders' relationship with Tommy Rees versus Kevin Stefanski? Those are the things that are just complete unknowns that we can't really speculate because we don't know those things.
Mhm.
So I can't tell you that running Shedeur Sanders is the best, answer, or running him out there on the field is the best answer at this point. I can't tell you that sticking with Dylan Gabriel is the best answer. It doesn't look like the best answer. Uh, I mean, it does not pass the eye test. They say, the eye test is very popular, right? Like you watch this team, they don't pass the eye test. They're not very good. Um, I watch football sometimes and I watch the interior line and I see a lot of interior linemen getting beat. Um, I see a lot of I just see a lot of penetration defensively, and I see this offense with not much time to do anything. Whether it's,
Very
you know,
true.
yeah, whether it's even setting up, some running lanes or trying to give Gabriel time in the play action to do anything really, other than turn around and start dodging people and ducking for his life and trying to get out of the pocket. We blame quarterbacks sometimes for being quick to run out of the pocket, but I mean, what else can you do?
Right.
Um, you've got an entire defense bearing down on you, and like you don't even recognize the numbers. Like I'm watching Jets film, like I don't even know these numbers, right? Like these are brand new.
Mhm.
I don't know, it's wild. We talked about it though. We said if Gabriel didn't eat, and I'm not saying he didn't play okay. He threw a couple touchdowns. I mean, yeah, if you look at the stats and you didn't watch this game, you'd go, well, what's wrong with what he did? He completed over 50% of his passes for a rookie. That's okay. We know the Browns receivers aren't the greatest. The offensive line doesn't give you the most time to pass, so that's okay, right? Threw a couple touchdowns. What
Right.
do you want from the guy? Well, I want him to look like a starting quarterback, right? I want him to stand in the pocket. And I want him to have some type of presence that doesn't leave me walking away from the game remembering the laser out of bounds on the screen pass or the pass that's 6 yards in front of his receiver, at no one's feet. Um, I just those are the things that I guess leave the lasting memories in my mind when I think about Dylan Gabriel. And it's not that, again, I don't mean to bash the kid. He just doesn't
Mhm.
look like he's ready to be a starting quarterback in the NFL right now, and that's okay. Listen, I mean, a lot of guys aren't, right? Like it's not a personal attack. I think that at this point, it might be better to go in a different direction, whether that direction is Shador Sanders or whether that's just Bailey Zappi, get it over with. We're officially tanking on the season. Not that Bailey Zappi's a terrible quarterback, but he is, I mean, what is he? He's third string right now, right? It's not starting, so there's a reason for that. Um, and I think we really have to figure out a way to find someone in this organization that understands football, that understands quarterback play, that can look at film, that can read all the analysis that you want to read, that can chew up that information and come up with something that resembles something competent to start looking for a new quarterback, the franchise quarterback, whether it's in the draft, whether it's in free agency. I don't care how they get the next guy in, but it can't be another disaster. It can't be. It's like I feel like a broken record. I feel like the 50,000th Cleveland, talking head person on a screen in front of you to tell you that they have to get the quarterback search right, but they have to get the quarterback search right, TK.
Yeah, we got to. And what I want to know is, what is all of this recent fascination with Bailey Zappi? I mean, I do like the guy. He's had a few moments in New England. I definitely think he's a solid backup option at quarterback. But when you draft two passers in the same draft, why is there this notion that we just need to play one and not play the other? Where does that come in? What type of sense does that make at all?
Well,
Where's the brain trust in all of this?
I'll tell you where I think that thought comes from. I think it's a lot of people, they want Shedeur Sanders to play, but they don't feel like maybe this isn't the most fair situation to throw Shedeur into and expect him to be able to do something. I mean, if he does, great. If he makes the offense run, that's fantastic. But right now, it's like giving him a new set of keys and sending him to a broken down truck on the side of the road and going, "Hey, man, can you get that thing home or not?" Well, I mean, all I have are new keys. It's not gonna, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't really work. And I think maybe with Bailey Zappi, it's like, okay, he's the veteran, he's been there. We're more likely to get Shedeur Sanders hurt long term, trying to make something happen, trying to push to, maybe and I think throwing Bailey Zappi out there, just for some fans, it kind of like it signifies waving the white flag, And I know a lot of people don't want to give up on the season. I know there's 8 games left. I know there's all kinds of football to be played.
Right.
But the likelihood of this team coming back and winning 8 games in a row to finish 10-7, to be in the thick of a play. I mean, they couldn't even beat the Jets, man.
Yes.
And they have not a tough schedule coming up. I mean, the Raiders loom in front, but listen, even the Raiders are a better team than the Browns right now. I can't make. I'm trying to think. Maybe the Titans. I don't know. I thought they would beat the Jets. I thought that was a winnable game. And I'm trying to think of other teams in the league that they can beat. But if you can't beat the Jets, who just jettisoned away all their talent, I don't know where you are as a franchise. Yeah, I just don't know where you are, and I don't know how you fix it. I don't know how you expect to go into a draft and add an offensive lineman and a receiver and go, hey, now we're good. Look at us. Come back, come buy the season tickets, because look, it's not going to work. Like
it's not.
We're going to go from 2-15 or 3-14 to 5-12. Okay, great.
Right.
Watch the Jets have 15 first-round picks next year, and it's like we know they're going to fix their organization. They're going to fix it. You can watch as a
They're going to get half of our guys from Ohio State.
Yeah, all the guys we want, right? Like all the guys we say, hey, the Jets are listening. Like, okay, write that down. Like, what did they say? And they're going to fix it. You just feel it. Like you can feel it. The Jets are going to go 12-5 before the Browns go 8-9. It's like you just know it. You know it in your heart as a Browns fan. It hurts, man. It stinks. You don't want it to be true, but it feels true, right?
Yeah. And the whole thing with the quarterback situation is just like, listen. I'm going to quote something that Deion Sanders said not too long ago, and I think this is probably some of the realest jizz I've ever heard. He says, to these young guys that you feel like putting them on the bench is just like, well, gee, I learned a whole lot learning. I learned a whole lot today by sitting on this bench. No, that's not it. You got to get this kid some burn somehow, some way. I understand this is a bad situation, but we as Browns fans have seen plenty worse. You didn't have at least 1 or 2 offensive linemen that you could really lean on. You don't have any. Joe Bitonio and Wyatt Teller are not the same all-world guys that they used to be. Not to mention Cam Robinson has struggled a ton. Jackie Conklin continues to battle injuries. KT Levison has been decent in some spots, but at the same time, you can see why this young man was a 7th-round pick a couple of years ago and why the Los Angeles Rams were willing to get rid of him. He is more so of a depth piece. I don't think it was on anybody's bingo card to have KT Levingston as our full-time starting right tackle. Granted, some pinches you may need him, of course, with the injury history of Jack Conklin and DeJuan Jones for that matter. But it's just like, this unit is just so beyond makeshift
Yeah.
As far as the offensive line goes. And I get that could scare you a bit, but at the same time, this kid really isn't learning anything except how inept we are. And even more so, he may learn how to get his way out of here sooner rather than later.
Yeah. And I
That's
mean,
usually what it ends up. That's usually what
yeah,
it ends up. That's usually what ends up happening. So
of course. Yeah, of course it is. And listen, people are going to be mad at him, but how can you blame him? I mean, how can you look at the situation that he's in and the situation that the Browns are in and blame somebody for wanting out of here? I don't understand the mind. Like, what are they like? I get it. Everybody wants their favorite players to be loyal to their favorite team. That's fine. But I mean, what reason do they have to want to stick around and be a part of this? I don't know. I don't know. Not really sure. I just don't know why you would even want to stick around. I think the important thing is, TK, before we get out of here, when it comes to the Browns, when it comes to just everything in general on this wonderful snowy Tuesday, I just want to know if Fire Code ever got their tacos. That's what I want to know. That's the burning question. I don't care how to fix the Browns. They'll figure it out or they won't. I just need to know. Yeah. Did Fire Code, did they ever get their tacos? That's the important thing. I don't know. I mean, what else is there? I don't know. I got nothing, man. I don't care anymore. Like I want to watch, and I hope they do something, but I don't get my hopes up anymore. I guess I've leveled my expectations for this team, and I've just gotten used to the cycle of hopes up, hopes crushed. Dream about the draft, ask aloud why they picked that guy, or every once in a while you go, hey, all right, they picked that guy. And then it either works out or it doesn't, but it doesn't matter. It never adds to the win total. And they got the draft right this year. I mean, Carson Schwarzenegger went out there and played with a high ankle sprain.
Crazy.
Tough kid, man.
yes.
Are you kidding me? Like, what a tough guy to go out there. If you don't know what a high ankle sprain is, go bend your foot to the outside really hard, and then let me know how you walk around and do your daily routine for a while. And then think about playing in an NFL game where you split the bone away from the ankle. I mean, it's fun, super painful. Yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, for him to go out there and play shows a lot of. What else do you want from a guy, right?
Right.
It shows a lot of toughness. It shows loyalty. It shows like he's there. He's all in. And the defense is all in. They can't always get you a stop when the game's on the line. Unfortunately, as good as they are, they don't tend to do that. That's one area where they struggle, where you really wish they wouldn't. And again, that's another thing they're going to have to get fixed going forward. If they ever do figure out an offense and a quarterback and any kind of a situation over there where they can score some points. I guess the other positive note is, TK, they did score 20 points on Sunday. So that's pretty fun. Wasn't enough, but they did.
I
wanted to see if we could. It's like, well, hey guys, we got rid of every damn body. What are you guys gonna do? We got rid of two of our top corners, our best defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Our best linebacker just got benched this week for God knows what. He looked awesome this Sunday. Quincy Williams.
Yeah.
You guys have no linebackers on that damn team. Don't give me this crap that you're benching Quincy Williams, and you have no other good players beside him.
TK, they're trying to tank too. They're upset they won. They're like, what are the Browns doing coming in here and doing this? Like, yeah.
They should have known that we would have dropped the egg on the ground at some point. They should have known that. I think a number of Jets fans had that in the back of their heads. Like,
it's funny because I don't know if it's funnier or more sad. People say it's in the script. It's in the script. Can you imagine two teams trying so hard to lose a game that's what happens? Like that's the football that you get, or two teams trying so hard to win a game and that's the football that you get. Like I don't know which one's more sad. I don't know. It's not good.
The answer is yes.
Yeah, the answer is yes. I think it is. The answer is to get out of here. Listen, I think this has been another episode of Illegal Formation on the Inside Edge Network. Man, for my co-host TK Dandridge, I'm Chad Bryan. Obviously, we thank LPV Productions for bringing this to you guys, and thank you for watching. And please, Fire Code, let us know. Did you ever get your tacos? You can't leave us hanging like this, man. We don't want to end the episode on a cliffhanger, but Fire Code, come back to us and tell us, did you get your tacos?
Where are you getting them from? And don't say Taco Bell.
And did you get enough for? I don't care if he said I don't care if they said Taco Bell. I still want tacos. And did you get enough for us? Is the important question. Did you get enough tacos for TK and for me? Anyway, we'll follow the saga. If we ever find out if Fire Code got their tacos, we'll let you know. Maybe on next week's episode of Illegal Formation, or on this. I guess this is Illegal Formation Reacts. I don't even know anymore, TK. I just don't even know. I put the emphasis on the wrong syllable, I guess. Whatever.
Illegal Formation complains.
That's it. It's a Tuesday. It's kind of like a Monday, right? It's the second Monday. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. We're gonna get out of here. TK, you have anything to say? Anything? Any positive notes of any encouragement for Browns fans? Nothing.
Not too much encouragement for our fellow Browns fans, but I wanted to say after taking a look at last night's Monday Night Football game against the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers, I hate to do this, especially with all the allegations of betting that are going on. That looked like one of the most fixed matches I had ever seen in my entire life. I understand that both teams have very capable defenses. But there was just a lot of wonky-tonky just going around. The Packers' offensive line looked about as inept as I had seen them all season long, including in our win against them earlier this year. We still have the inconsistencies of Philadelphia's offense as well. Didn't have the best game from A.J. Brown. Devontae Smith did score their only touchdown. But you still got Saquon Barkley not necessarily doing Saquon things. There was a big one that said at least 95% of bets were leaning towards Saquon Barkley having over 75 yards. He clocked out at 63. Tell me you didn't see that coming. So yeah, with these recent primetime games in the NFL, some of these recent games, to be quite honest with you, have reeked of oral fixation, and it really stinks, and I hope it improves sometime soon. But then again, I do expect Vegas to continue to get some of their licks back. They lost quite a bit of cash this last month in October.
Well, they're bringing the A's back pretty soon, so they got to be ready for that. So they got to make their money.
Yeah.
As I wear the sweatshirt. All right. Well, anyway, guys, we appreciate you. We're gonna get out of here. We will see you next weekend on Illegal Formation. This is Illegal Formation Reacts. We'll see you on Illegal Formation Saturday morning, and then we'll see you back here Sunday on the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland Browns and NFL pregame shows. We go live at about 11 o'clock as usual next Sunday, and we'll just until then, have a good week. We'll catch you then. Thanks, guys.